evening. Hope you're all safe. Hope everything went well where you live right now. But if it didn't, I pray for you. So, we got some arrests. Nothing that we're happy with, really. I mean, this is a nice way to pretend like you're doing something. I mean, I'm glad they got arrested for breaking the law. Top news in the country shouldn't be, hey, somebody broke the law, so that's the top story, that we're actually going to arrest somebody for breaking the law. So more retards in Minnesota stating ICE is doing stuff that they have no evidence to prove whatsoever. Every time something happens around one of these fucking Democrats, there's always a camera rolling. But there's never any evidence or video footage when ICE violates their constitutional rights. Weird, right? So a scumbag criminal alien takes off on his kid and runs. And Minnesota's like, well, ICE detains a 5-year-old child. No, they saved a 5-year-old child in freezing below fucking weather that their scumbag piece of shit terrorist father just took off on. That's what they did. But it is what it is. The Jack Smith stuff going on today. Wife of judge. So this is the kick. This is a kicker right here. This is a pretty big point of this. So the wife of the judge who refused to sign off on Don Lemon's charges is the assistant AG to Keith Ellison. Think about that. Okay. Oh, I think we're going to start off tonight with our YouTube videos. We're going to start the night with the YouTube videos. Or maybe we're not. Who knows? Wait for a few people to get on here. It's Friday night. Or it's Thursday night. That's Thursday night. Happy Thursday night. Sorry. Not Friday night. Happy Thursday night. So, I don't know what anybody else thinks about these arrests until I see actual charges, until I see convictions, until I see these people held to the maximum standard the way our side was all through the Biden administration. I'm not gonna, be all giddy about the fact that the biggest news in the country right now in 2026 is the fact that we're going to arrest people for breaking law. It's the top news story on the planet shouldn't be, oh, hey, we're actually going to arrest people that broke the law. That should not be our top news story right now. So Orangeland, previously Greenland, now belongs to America. We worked out a good deal on that. We better change that shit. Orangeland, come on now. Or we can just do the logical thing where we change the name of Greenland to Iceland and the name of Iceland to Greenland because their climates are opposite. Maybe they did that to fuck with people. Greenland's the one that's fucking icy and Iceland's the one that's green. So maybe we could just do the logical thing and do that. But no, Orangeland sounds good to me. Don Lemon, what a scumbag, first of all. Second of all, he attacked, what's her name? She's got that wet-ass snatch. I don't even know her. Nicki, no, is that Nicki Minaj? He attacked her today. So that's probably not going to work out too well for him, especially in this generation. He's just a gay, hoaxing failure of a newscaster, and she's one of the most popular fucking artists on the planet. Don't really think that's going to work too well. So, charges on Don Lemon for storming the church, but the magistrate judge in that area declines to sign charges. But like I was just saying a minute ago, then we find out that the wife of the judge who refused to sign off on Don Lemon charges is the assistant AG to Keith Ellison. Kind of convenient, right? Kind of convenient. And then remember this asshole from last night? We played a couple of his videos. And I told him, I said, tomorrow, you'll be getting arrested tomorrow. Well, there he is, getting arrested today. I thought you were going to fight, buddy. I thought you said you were going to beat the fuck out of ICE and take all of them out when they came to get you. What happened to that? Man, I thought you were going to be this magnificent veteran warrior that was just going to destroy all these motherfuckers. Kind of looks like you're wearing the same exact clothes you were wearing yesterday, and it kind of looks like they're arresting you out of your car. Huh. Weird how that works, right? They also arrested the head organizer. So that's two people they've arrested. One that was charged, the liberal city said, we're not going to fucking comply with federal law. So why isn't that judge being arrested? You know what I mean? Because they're just outright going to say, well, fuck the law. The law doesn't matter. I just still think it's sad that we're all so happy that we actually upheld the laws that are in effect. That breaks my heart that that's what we have to talk about tonight. We actually arrested somebody. But like I said, I want to see Fauci arrested. I want to see all these motherfucking politicians arrested. I don't give a fuck about this shit. They're just going to get out and do it again. You know what is actually really, thank you very much. You know what actually is really going to happen? They're going to become multimillionaires because of this. They're going to raise millions of dollars for getting arrested and maybe probably getting held for 6 months or getting a fine. So, fuck, man. How do I get arrested and raise millions? How do I raise any money from Republicans? Holy fuck. You know what I mean? Republicans, we're out here giving you the news, putting our lives in danger. I'll be at the protest tomorrow, you know. We're doing all we can, but we can't get Republicans to unite behind us. It's weird. It's weird, isn't it? That we're supposed to be the side that's fucking patriots and actually cares about the country, but none of you will come together with any of us that are actually out here fighting. It's weird. It's just weird. Things are not going that well right now for us, if you haven't noticed. So I've got some information that we're going to pull up right now on the green screen, and we're going to read that before we do anything else, because this is important. Okay, I was trying to explain these statistics to you earlier today. So I just asked the advice of Grok so we can get it in a more formatted situation. If Democrats... What can I point this? Okay. If Democrats successfully implement the new congressional maps in Virginia, Maryland, and Illinois ahead of 2026 midterms, potentially flipping up to 4 seats in Virginia, the current 6 Democrats to 5 Republicans split to as many as 10 Democrats and 1 Republican, 1 seat in Maryland from 7 Democrats and 1 Republican to 8 Democrats and 0 Republicans, and 1 to 2 seats in Illinois from 14D to 3R to 15D or 16D and 2 or 1 Republican. While efforts in states like Florida and Texas, which I've explained to you, you think Florida is this great fucking place. Ron DeSantis has done all this great shit for us. The worst of hurricanes ever been covered in the history of time was under Ron DeSantis. More people lost everything under this last hurricane than we ever have before, and we never got any help whatsoever in Southwest Florida. The state never came here and helped anybody. They just announced today that they still weren't able to ever fix our waterways. I've been exposing this for years, keep in mind. Go back in my videos. I said, we're going to run out of fucking water if we don't stop letting all these people come to our state. We don't have enough water in our state. We're built for a specific amount of people. The entire state of Florida can handle a specific amount of people. My town alone is 100,000 people overpopulated. The front page of the paper in my local town today stated Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte running out of water. We're going to have to take emergency steps to make sure that people have water to take showers and drink down here. So if you're in Southwest Florida, understand that's happening. Our water table is drying up because we have 100, just in my town, like I said, just in my town, we haven't just taken in 7.2 million people in 5 years. We've taken in 13.5 million people into this tiny state that was already overpopulated, okay, into this tiny little state that's only built for so many. But we didn't take them in over time. We took in an entire population of a fucking state and of big cities. We took an entire population of a big city in 4 years. No wiggle room. Most of them within the past year. Just bombarding our fucking state right now. Every day you go out here, you see people with fucking U-Hauls popping up. We got to put up borders in Florida, man. We don't have enough water to accommodate this many people. Our septic systems can't keep up. Our internet's running like shit. Our stores don't have food in them because they can't keep up with the fucking demand. You can't just overpopulate a state because everything else is fucked up. That makes that state bad. The housing market is, you can't afford a house in Florida right now compared to before Ron DeSantis was the governor at all. Like, exponentially, oh, that's great. No, it's not great, because none of the boomers are selling their houses, and by the time they do sell them, it's 50 million% profit and fucking the other side. You know what I mean? Plus, we have these people moving down here 6 months out of the year, 6 months in another state, so they don't have to pay taxes in our state. It's a plethora of different things that's happening in the state of Florida. So let me explain this to you about Florida before we get back into the news, okay? Every single anti-woke bill you think happened here does not exist. They were all overturned. We have Democrat liberal legislators in the state of Florida. We have Democrat liberal representatives in the state of fucking Florida, okay? The governor, the Stop Woke Act, overturned by a federal judge. Never happened, but you think it did. That's one of the big laws that you moved here for. Never happened. Never went into law. Not a thing. The Section 230 bill. Never happened. The pornographic book ban that you think happened. Never happened. Okay? I can keep going on and on and on. They never happened. Every single thing he's tried to sign has been overturned by a federal judge if the woke people didn't like it. Plain and simple. The legislators block the redistricting. They will not approve it, so Florida will not be able to redistrict. That's the whole point of this, okay? If these 3 states redistrict, and Florida, Texas, and one other Republican state does not redistrict, we cannot win the midterms. No matter how many people show up to vote, we no longer have the slate of electors. We can't win the election. And then on top of that, we no longer have the House. So you got to understand, you got to wake the fuck up, and you got to bombard your liberal representatives in Florida. We got to redistrict Florida. They've already gotten rid of 12 fucking Republicans on judges' seats, fucking, and all kinds of other shit in all these Democrat cities. Listen, day one, Virginia's new communist governor, day one, she raised taxes on everything by 35%. She raised taxes on everything by 35%. She was the affordability candidate, remember? Free school for all illegals. All undocumented migrants now get free school in Virginia. Okay. I'm only going to read you off a few things of a 21-page list of things that she's now fucked up in the state. Now that it's no longer federally illegal, the new gun laws and everything that got passed by the Supreme Court, AR-15 ban. She calls it an assault rifle ban, but that doesn't exist. There's no such thing as an assault rifle. If that's the case, this is an assault pencil, because I can stab you 22 times in 5 seconds with it. So it's a fucking assault pencil. Okay? This is an assault finger now. It's a deadly finger, because I can poke you with this motherfucker a whole bunch of times. That makes no sense. Assault? Assault, you mean it's your pussy hat is what it is. The AR-15 is your pussy hat. You see, it's an armor light rifle is what AR-15 stands for, not assault rifle. Okay. But they banned them. And high capacity magazines. They've banned them. So they've replaced Columbus Day with Indigenous Peoples Day now. And they have the Interstate Compact bill in right now, which makes it to where the president can no longer federalize National Guard or state militia against any state in the United States, which is a constitutional enigma, because the Constitution dictates that the executive branch, the president of the United States, has a unilateral decision to do that. It's not something you can amend. It's an executive privilege. So, I mean, it's not an amendment to the Constitution. Keep that in mind. It's a Senate bill. It's Senate Bill 337. Basically makes it illegal for Trump to federalize the National Guard and has constitutional implications. So we'll see what happens with these arrests. We'll see if they hold. We'll see if they stick. We'll see if anything goes down. I was going to go live on the laptop tonight, but until we get enough people showing up. We can't because you don't get any algorithmic use when you go live on a laptop because YouTube is a mobile server. So DHS to deport Colombia Gaza camp activist Mohammed Khalil to Algeria after judge reversed release order. Dem judge rules only GOP district in New York City is unconstitutional because it cuts out minority voters. Shut the fuck up. So listen, these people that got arrested for this church better get also, look, they're trying to charge these fucking American patriots in Tampa, Florida right now with hate crimes for eating bacon in front of a Muslim while they were praying in our country, okay, in public, not praying off on their own, in public. Okay, I don't care what you say. Muslims will never be a protected class in America. I don't give a fuck. It's demonic. It's evil. There's no such thing as a peaceful Muslim country anywhere in the fucking world. And they don't come here. They're going out in front of Christian churches on purpose and interrupting their services by fucking screaming out Allah Akbar and shit like that. Well, for now on, I'm just going to carry water guns full of fucking a mixture of vinegar and pig's blood and motherfucking packs of bacon. I'm going to make bacon necklaces, bacon nunchucks. You come out here and do that shit, dude, I'm going to smack you so hard with a pack of fucking bacon right in your fucking Muslim mouth. I don't give a fuck. Hit me with a hate crime. Come on, pussy. I don't give a fuck. I'm not this guy that just got arrested. I will fuck you up if you come to my house and try to unconstitutionally take me. You will kill me and we will do it live. I promise you that. Because my brain is fucked up and I don't give a fuck. New anti-ICE St. Paul school board member arrested for storming the church. The school, but they had to add the school board member. The school board member. And if you go to the liberal publication, it says the female black school board member. And shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about any of that. You know what we care about? Bitch broke the law, and she's getting charged for breaking the law. That's the only thing that matters is the fact, the truth, and the outcome. That's it. Your feelings don't matter. What you think doesn't matter. Your fucking opinion doesn't matter. You making some bullshit propaganda rhetoric up doesn't fucking matter. What's on video, what's fact, what's truth, and what's law is the only thing that matters. That's it. And they've promised to put these people in prison. So let's see. Did you see the video? I posted it earlier. The Haitian, they just sentenced him to 25 years in prison today. He asked to be deported. They said, no, don't worry. No, he immediately didn't miss a beat. That's not happening. You're going to prison, but don't worry. We're going to deport you in 30 years when you get the fuck out. The other one got 28 years. For their fucking fraud. This was from older fraud. It was a little different. Listen, the amount of fraud they've come up with right now is fucking insane. Like, we're almost going to be at the point where the GDP of the year is going to be how much fraud they committed under the Biden administration. So we were wondering where all those billions of dollars were going that Ukraine had no account for and that we had no account for. Well, I guess we found out where the fuck all that money was going, didn't we? We found out exactly where that money was going. Oh, man, everybody's bitching about the unemployment right now. You know why the unemployment's down? Because you're all a bunch of pussies in this generation that don't want to work. That's why unemployment was down. And unemployment's not down because we don't have enough people to cover these jobs. Unemployment's down because nobody wants to fucking work. You see my videos. I'm out here doing all this shit by myself because I can't get anybody to come to work. And if I do get them to come to work, every time I walk around the corner, they're fucking doing this shit. I get tired of fucking seeing that. So I say, go ahead and leave, man. Here's $100 for the day. Get the fuck off my job site. You know, I can't fucking handle that shit. Or you hire someone that's old and you're like, it's even more driving you insane because then you're working around them all day and they're in your fucking way the whole time. No offense, guys, but, you know, your time's up. This is our time now, and these kids aren't, you know, fucking, they're not functional. I keep calling them functionally retarded, but they're not even fucking functional at this point. They're just fucking retarded, you know? They're non-functionally fucking retarded at this point. Seattle area small businesses say They're under more stress than during the pandemic. Why would that be? Oh, because of the new communist mayor literally just raised the taxes on everything in your state, communist governor, by 35%, bro. Holy fuck. We fought a war over a 3-cent tax on fucking tea, dude. What the fuck? So listen, this is communism. This is the only way you can have communism is if they take all of your money. Because nothing's free. You're paying for it. They just get to tell you how much. The difference between communism and what we have now is we get to allocate our own funds and buy our shit. But in a communist country, they take all of your money. You belong to the government. Everything else belongs to the government. And they allocate to you what they think you need. You don't just get free money whenever you want it. When they think you need something, that's when you fucking get it. Communism is great in a family setting. When it's 5 people, 10 people, people can pitch in and help each other. That's communism. It's never succeeded, ever succeeded anywhere in the world. You can't give us any communist country that works. None. You say China works, then you're below unfunctionally retarded at that point. And you got an IQ of like 40, bro. If you are fucking glazing the balls of China and think China works, holy fuck. We're lost. We're lost when 67% of a generation says communism is a good thing in America. War. That's the only option. That's it. I mean, I don't want it to be. I don't want violence in the streets. By any fucking means do I want violence in the streets. I would love to find a way to coexist with you people, but it's not possible. You know? We would like to debate with you and have a cordial conversation without violence, without doing this, and without having to look around and worry about getting fucking popped in the neck while we're fucking speaking to people. And one of the most tolerant people on the fucking planet that literally tries to give you a therapy session when they're debating with you. You know what I mean? Literally says, oh, I understand that's how you feel. I get it. And I agree that you can practice anything you want to. Most Christians wouldn't do that. Most Christians wouldn't do that. Because tolerance of sin is a sin, you know. Barron Trump saved woman's life by calling police after FaceTime calls showed ex-boyfriend attacking her. UK woman says. That's pretty cool. So you're thinking Barron Trump like 32, 36, something like that. Barron Trump 36 probably. So here in Florida, I got the video we're going to pull up in a minute here. Here in Florida, dude tried to attack a 13-year-old kid, got taken down by a bystander. More cops got shot in California today, not including the 2 that got shot day before yesterday I reported on. This dude also fled the scene. This dude also wrecked the vehicle. This dude also shot cops, not in 1, but 2 or 3 different districts. So he got away from these cops he shot, went to another district, pop, got away from those fucking cops, went to another district, did the same thing. So, and they always end up being, we're not crying at all. We're telling you we're preparing for war. We're going to eradicate you. We're not crying. We're warning you. There's a difference. You're the one that's going to be crying in the fetal position when we don't show you mercy. That's what's going to be crying. I'm having a great time. I thrive on this chaos. I love this chaos that you throw at me. It's the highlight of my fucking day, bro. I want this to happen. It's the only way we're going to get our country back. I will never go out and be violent. I will never call for violence. But at this point in time in 2026, and I never thought I would say this, I'm ready for this and I want it to happen. Okay? We have to go to war with you people. There's no other option. You just want to murder us. There's no other option. You say we either comply to what you want or you're going to fucking kill us. So at this point, so my children and their children's children and your children don't have to do this. I want this to happen right now in my lifetime. Okay? I want my generation to be the one that has to go through this so Generation Z doesn't have to deal with this shit. Because they're just going to bend over and take a fucking fat butt plug, bro. That's it. That's what they're going to do. They're going to say, oh, less sand and razor blades next time, Daddy. Sorry. No, we can't have that. Can't let that happen. This is no longer political. We're no longer here to debate you. You understand that, right? We're just here to stop you now. This is physical now. This is no longer mental. We're no longer giving a fuck about getting on stage and debating with you people. We're no longer worrying about coexisting with you people. We're just bringing our people together now. That's all we're doing. Okay, we don't give a fuck about politics anymore. We have no confidence in the midterms. We have no confidence in any elections anymore. We have confidence in the Civil War that you started. That's it. We no longer care about politics. This has nothing to do with fuck Donald Trump. This has nothing to do with Donald Trump. This has to do with you're trying to kill my brothers and sisters. That's it. Okay? Donald Trump just got Greenland for us. He's ended a bunch of wars. He's conquered a bunch of shit for us. I thank him for that. You know what I'm saying? I thank you, sir. I've been shot for you. I fought for you hard for fucking 9 motherfucking years, and I will continue to fight for this country every step of the way, even when Trump's not in office, until the day I fucking die. Do you understand? This has nothing to do with Donald Trump. This has everything to do with securing the future of this country for the children of this country. It doesn't have to do with me. It doesn't have to do with my generation. I'm 43 years old. I'm all riddled with fucking tumors and cancer and shit. So my only job in life right now is to put myself on the line so the future of America, not the United States Communist Party, not a bunch of faggots trying to stick dildos in our kids' assholes, not a bunch of terrorist fucking Muslims, almost smack with bacon if they get in my fucking way. I'm dying, bro. I don't give a fuck anymore. Do you understand? I have a terminal cancer that they can do nothing about. I don't give a fuck, okay? There are millions of people out here that are gathering organizations together right now, not for politics, not for coexisting, not for speaking, for fighting. That's what we're at now. That's where you've brought this to. We no longer care about elections. We no longer care about debating with you. We no longer care. We don't care. And we've got the most moderate people out here saying this now for the past 4 days. I've been on this boat for the past year now. But welcome to the fucking party, Tim Pool. Even he said on his broadcast last night, there's no way back. This is war. That's it. Even the most centrist of us now want war with you because you started a fucking war and you've murdered 5,000 people in 5 fucking years, bro. You talk about we're genociding people. The left, the most dangerous weapon on the planet, the fucking far left and trans shooters have committed all of the crimes, basically. The political crimes, anyway. All of them. All of the violent crimes. Well, did you see the new statistics? Black people now create 72% of all violent crime in America, and brown people, black and brown people, 72% of all violent crimes in America. In 2026, there's not a fucking social media site you can't go on right now and see a bunch of black people hurting people and going after them. They went into the church saying, you're all white supremacists, you're white people, you have to fucking die. Do you understand that we are the majority of this motherfucking country and of the fucking world, right? So you're like, oh, well, we've been here for 7 million years. We're the oldest race. That's sad as fuck that we're the youngest race and we conquered all of you motherfuckers. And not only did we conquer you, but we became civilized within those 4,000 years, a type of civilization you couldn't get in fucking 7 million years in your primitive, fucked up mind, to where we fought an entire war to give all of you fucking freedom when every other country that's black still has legal slavery to this fucking day. You racist fucking slave-owning pieces of fucking shit. Americans are the only people that have ever fought a war to give any of you fucking freedom. Nobody else has. We're the only ones. Do you understand? No other country was free until America was fucking free. We fought every other country and told them you have to give freedom to your fucking people. We conquered your country so you could have freedom, and you're bitching about that? We can unconquer your countries and put you back in fucking chains, and we literally could. Like, you understand that, right? If we want, go ahead and clip that. Go ahead and clip it, trolls. We literally could if we wanted to. You understand that, right? And there's nothing you can do about it. You're 12% of the population of this entire fucking country. Do you understand that? 12%. Do you understand? There's less of you right now than there were slaves in slave times. 13% of America were slave owners, and only 12% of America in 2026 is black. Think about that shit. Yeah, you're moving real forward in those 7 million motherfucking years, right? Yeah, you're moving forward. You went from 250,000 slaves, 10,000 years ago in Africa, to 820,000 slaves in Africa to this day. Yeah, you are moving up. More savage. more uncivilized. You still don't even have sewage and motherfucking clean water in your countries, man. Come on, 7 million years and you can't figure out how to clean your water? Oh, it's a cultural thing. You're right. Your brains aren't as developed as ours are, clearly, because we have fucking civilized shit. And fuck. I mean, I'm done fucking being nice to you people. No, there's no relax. What don't you understand about this? Is war. This is war. Wake up. Wake up. Our side gets it. You still think you're playing a fucking game. You still think fucking Pedo Joe is in office right now sniffing kids and fucking licking ice cream. You know what I mean? Or was it licking kids and sniffing ice cream? I can't remember. Oh, no, it's biting kids and putting dildos up his ass. That's right. That's fucking right. Allegedly. Allegedly about the dildos. We know it's factual about the kids. I mean, we watched it happen in real time, like, many times. Even Hillary Clinton was like, ew. And for that bitch to turn somebody down, you know you're going to be itching afterwards. Holy fuck. Have you seen the meme on here? The liberals are saying, my pussy is open. The border of my pussy is open for all immigrants. God. Dang, bro. What the fuck? I think I'd rather walk across the Darien Gap with no shade whatsoever and no water. Hakeem Jeffries again. We're done. Because they're just gonna keep telling us the same shit. Let's go watch these videos about this people getting shot today and about fucking Minnesota collapsing and people getting arrested. You guys have no clue the amount of fucking subpoenas that have been signed this week, man. I have sources. I don't release them, but I'm right about this shit every time. Listen, a bunch of people, it's not the people we want to get arrested. I'm sorry about that. I really fucking am sorry about that. I wish we were getting the fucking people that actually mattered arrested, because this doesn't matter whatsoever. This doesn't matter at all. You know, you arrest these little people, you know what you do? You make a bunch of rich people, they can make more little people that cause more fucking problems. That's what you do. You don't televise this shit like they're doing. You don't brag about it. All them doing this is, I almost think that Pam Bondi and all these liberals and all these people are working together, because she's made the poorest people the richest people in 2025 and 26 since she's been in office. Every single one of these liberals that she talks shit about has raised millions of fucking dollars, bro. Y'all burnt my house down, my store, and my RV with me inside it, and I got shot 3 times. I didn't raise any fucking money from the Republicans. So you got to give that to the Democrats. They unite with each other. They come together. And that's why we're losing. That's why we're losing. The majority of people aren't going to make it through what's coming, unfortunately, because you won't unite with nobody. And what you don't understand is it's too late. It's too late to come together with any militias. No, you find me a militia somewhere right now that's still taking a vetting process. Find me one, because I've done the research. There's none. I talked to the president of the Proud Boys in Inglewood and the president of the Proud Boys in fucking Miami yesterday. And they said they are taking no more members in. You do understand, if you haven't gotten together with an organization by now on the right, then there's nobody for you to fight with, right? Unless you already have like family members and a bunch of people that will fight with you. You're not just going to show up on people's compounds and they'll be like, oh yeah, we have tons of extra food for you and tons of, ways to help you, even though you didn't contribute or put in or fucking, it don't work like that. That's why they say 92% of the country is just going to fall into chaos and die within the first fucking 72 to 90 hours, because You don't know how to keep your water clean. You haven't prepared for it. You haven't come together with anybody. The ones that are going to make it are the ones that when this shit kicks off, you go to the rural areas and you all hunker down together. The people like me, we're going to be the first ones to go because I'll be in the middle of the cities fighting this shit physically. I'm just trying to help people and explain. You got to understand how close we are to this. We thought we had years to go, man. They have exponentially in the past, just since Charlie Kirk got assassinated. I never would have imagined they would have ramped this communist agenda up this fucking fast. I never would have imagined it would be. They're outright just telling us what they're going to do to us now. They're just going right on TV and saying, well, we're going to win the midterms regardless, and we're just going to arrest you, and we're going to murder you. We're going to murder your fucking children in the streets is what they're telling us. Nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to be taking it seriously. Well, I am. I'm taking it very seriously. And what I'm taking seriously is like I said, I'm not campaigning for anyone. I don't see a point in it. If the Republicans aren't going to fight back, I'm not going to campaign for Republicans ever again. I'm going to prepare for war. I'm not going to prepare for elections. I'm prepared for war. I don't care who gets elected anymore because we have the president we want right now and none of the administration's doing what he tells them to do. We're not getting mass deportations. The new statistics came out today. 300,000 people is what we've actually deported through all the organizations. 300,000. Even Tim Pool reported on this earlier today. 300,000 motherfuckers, bro. That's it. In 1 year, we're done. We're done. We're not getting what we asked for. We're not getting mass deportations. We're not getting America first. We're in 27 different countries right now. 27 different countries right now. I want all these people arrested. Until I see that happen, I'm not campaigning for anyone anymore. I'm just not doing it. I'm not going to campaign for Republicans. At least I know who my fucking enemy is when the Democrat's in office. I'm done. J.D. Vance went on. That was the weakest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. Oh, I promise, we're going to get some arrests and people are going to go to prison finally for this weak ass shit. What about all the people that have been murdered and we still have no transparency about it, J.D. Vance? Aren't you the vice president? Where's the transparency for all of the people that have been fucking murdered? We still don't know what happened with Charlie Kirk. They're fucking playing around with these court cases. Now they're canceling fucking cameras. Now they're saying this guy's got more constitutional rights than anybody. It seems like they're working with Tyler Robinson. Man, I'm so fucking done, bro. I told y'all, these leftists have infiltrated our judges. It doesn't matter if you're the president. It doesn't matter if you're a governor. None of that matters anymore. What matters in America is the judicial system is not on our side any longer. We no longer have judges anywhere in the world that are worth a fuck, that care about the law or justice. They're all activists and they're all our enemy. Okay? Find me one judge that's ruling in our favor right now. Find me one judge that's ruling on the color of law and not their activist fucking feelings. Find me one. One. Find me any Supreme Court judges that have made any good, actual, substantial rulings on the Second Amendment. Ever. None. You won't. Find me any Supreme Court judges that give a fuck about the Constitution. You won't. Find me one cop that can recite the first 4 amendments to the Constitution to me. Find me a cop that knows the Constitution off the top of their head. Find me a cop that can recite their oath to office off the top of their head. Find me an officer that actually knows what reasonable articulable suspicion is. Find me an officer that knows the details of the Fourth Amendment and the amendments attached to it. You can't. But a probation officer has to go through 2 years of law school to become a probation officer. And they still don't know the fucking law. That's insane, bro. That's insane. You should not be able to work in any type of legal apparatus unless you've gone to school for at least 5 years and have had that shit grilled into your fucking brain. That's my thoughts on it. You shouldn't just be able to walk off the fucking street and become a fucking cop. What? You don't know the laws, but you're going to enforce the law. You don't know the law, and you get no legal training whatsoever in the police academy, but you enforce the law. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. So, I'm losing my confidence in the country. And as you know, I've fought really fucking hard, man. Like, it would really suck if everything I just went through was, I just lost everything in my life for nothing. That would really suck. You know what I mean? And look, man, does it hurt my pride to admit this? Absolutely. But I want to look at the facts and the truth of the matter. And we have people getting murdered in the streets, and all we're getting are pretty fucking words. Pretty words. Pretty words. Out of all the people they could be arresting right now, the ones that actually didn't physically harm anybody are the ones they're arresting. The ones that are literally going to get off on milquetoast fucking charges. Because you know the secondary charge is a fine. I've read you the laws. The maximum penalty for these charges, is 10 years in prison. But that's only if they get hit with the KKK Act. If they get hit with the FACE Act, there's no prison time for that. There's no prison time for that. It's a misdemeanor. The FACE Act's a misdemeanor. It's not a fucking felony unless you do it 5 times in a row. I read that to you. So they don't even know what laws they're enacting here, because you know what they should be doing? They should be going to the constitutional amendments and see that you are not allowed for any way, shape, or form allowed to enter, intimidate, threaten, or try to shut down any religious proceedings. The very first clause in the First Amendment is religious freedom, not your faggot freedom to fucking go in. You don't have a constitutional right to go into businesses and protest. That's not your constitutional right. Someone that owns a company, you don't have that right. You have the right to march on the Capitol building. You have a right to stand on the side of the road and protest. You don't have a constitutional right to impede traffic. You're just a speed bump. You don't have a constitutional right to impede, obstruct, and attack federal officers. That's not in the Constitution. That's in the Communist Manifesto, you fucking retarded assholes. That's not the Constitution. See, they're confused, because when they say Constitution, they mean the Communist Manifesto. They've never read the Constitution, but they have read the Communist Manifesto, and they're being told by their peers that that is our Constitution. That's where you don't understand. They're right when they say what they say, and we're right when we say what we say. We're talking about the American Constitution. They're talking about socialism, communism, and democracy. That's the difference. So in their head, don't text me right now. Okay. So in their head, logically, they're 100% right, because we're not talking about the same things. See, we're using logic, fact, truth, and law. They're using communism, projection, grooming, DEI, very backwards thinking. You know what I mean? Because they can't give us any laws ever. They can't, when they say we've done something against them, there's never any evidence, ever. But there's always video evidence on our side. They video record everything, no matter what. They've got all these propaganda videos out here. Every time a Republican does something, they videotape it. But weirdly, and a cop at this, a female black cop gets pulled out of their car by the feds, and they knock the phone out of her hand. But this is the same exact city that has the Fed ICE watch that has 50 cars following all of these motherfucking federal agents at all times. You're telling me out of the hundreds of people that were out there, nobody got any video? Nobody has any evidence of that happening except for a rumor? And you heard the officer in the report last night. If you listen all the way to the end before he walks away, he says, and these are unsubstantiated rumors. They even say it to themselves. But the damage has already been done because they've put the fucking newscast out there. So the damage is already done. They've already put it out there that this happened. So the left side thinking with the fucking retarded fucking just blah, 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 coming out of the side of their head, they don't even talk out of their mouth. They talk out of a hole that just releases air, and it goes every time they think. Okay? So, and the sad part is they genuinely think they're logical. They genuinely think that fucking kids is okay, that we're racist just because of our skin color. They genuinely believe these things. Most of them don't. Most of them are being paid and are pure evil, and they deserve horrible things. But the majority of these kids have been so indoctrinated, they believe this stuff. They believe this stuff. They believe that America's a bad country, even though there's only one country in the world that everybody flees to, and that's America. There's only one country in the world that fought a war to give everybody else in the world a semblance of freedom, and that's America. We're the only country in the world that gives money to every other country instead of our own fucking people. That's America. There ain't no other country helping anybody else but us. That's America. There ain't no other country out there that's keeping other countries safe plus our own. That's America. Nowhere else. Africa ain't fucking keeping nobody safe. They don't even have a fucking legitimate military. They don't even have a legitimate government. They don't even have clean, functional water. They don't even own a fucking tank. Motherfuckers. They're gonna come fucking riding fucking jackals and lions and shit, throwing spears at us? Come on, bro. Prove me wrong, cocksucker. At cocksucker99, at cocksuckders. Prove me wrong, lies. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. That's all you can ever do. Oh, it's lies. It's lies. I show you the shit in fact. It's lies. You people, you can't be here anymore. You just can't. And I don't mean on my channel. I just mean breathing. You just can't be here anymore, bro. We can't allow this any longer. And now the majority of this country is starting to feel this way. It's sad. I would have never spoken like this years ago. You know that. I've never spoken like this 10 months ago. This is war. This is our country. We took this country, not pussies like you. This is why every other country fears us. You're about to find out why every country in the world fears America very soon. You're about to find out why we are the daddy of the world. We'll be your daddy. Don't worry. It's coming. Don't worry. And it's not going to be 5 years. It's going to be sometime this year or next year. I promise you that. It's fucking ramped up too much. We're having too many things go our way right now for y'all not to get fucking extremely violent. You know, we just took Greenland. Another federal judge just overturned any stipulations against federal agents in any of the states. So now federal agents have full carte blanche to come into your states again. So every time a federal judge overturns it, another federal judge is just going to overturn it. And now we're going to go get, in this time we have before another federal judge overturns it, we're going to come get another couple thousand people out of your state, deport them, put them in prison. That's what we're going to do. And if you get in the way, guess what? Have you noticed? 2,000 people got arrested. 2,000 people got arrested this weekend for interfering and impeding with ICE. 12 people got shot by ICE. America, fuck yeah, suck my dick and lick on my balls. America, fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We're conquerors and we're getting back to it. That's all we want, Trump. We just want to be conquerors because the economy will fix itself when you conquer shit. Let's just take it all. Fuck it. They want us to be fascists. They want to say we're fascists. Fuck it. Let's show them what authority truly is. Let's show these people what enforcement truly is. Fuck NATO. Pull out of NATO. Fuck NATO. Fucking glass every goddamn European country that's allowed Muslims to take them over. We're done. We're done. We don't care anymore. And when I say we, I have thousands of followers, and I've gained, just yesterday alone, I gained 200 new followers that agree with what I say on. Okay? And tomorrow, people from around the state of Florida will show up to the protest just because I posted on the fucking internet. So clearly some people stand with me. All I need is 100. I can take a whole fucking city with 100 people, bro. You know what I mean? If you know anything about wartime strategy, you can take an entire city in a matter of hours with 100 people if you know what the fuck you're doing. You don't need a lot of people to survive this. You get you a good group of 100 people and you can survive anything that comes. Anything. America, fuck yeah. Go ahead and clip all that shit and try to tell people I said I'm starting a fucking civil war and swat me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. You know what the FBI does when you call them on me now? They give me a phone call. They haven't actually shown up in a long time. They give me a phone call or they shoot me an email and say, hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? Are you doing a live stream? Yes, sir. Okay. Have a good night. Somebody just swatted you. And y'all get arrested every time. I don't know why y'all continue to do that. All 13 of you that have swatted me are in fucking prison. You know that's a federal felony, right? That's attempted murder when you swat somebody. You're going to prison when you do that to us. You do get that, right? And they will come for you and they will arrest you. So do it. Because in the state of Florida, let me explain this to people. There's no such thing as an anonymous citizen in the state of Florida. If you call the county on somebody in the state of Florida, They ask you, if you want to make a complaint and follow through with it, they ask you for your address, your phone number, your full name, all of your physical information. Okay, and by law, when you find out that you've been complained about and you call the county, they have to legally give me your home address, your phone number, and all of your personal information, because you can't make an anonymous fucking tip in the state of Florida. It doesn't exist. Same thing with the fucking cops here. When you complain about us, they legally, if I request your personal information, because you have the right to face your accuser every time, that doesn't just exclude in court, but they passed this into law, 2 or 3 years ago here? You can't be an anonymous citizen in Florida anymore because so many of you were swatting us when you moved here, and so many of you were making fake phone calls about us. So now, when you do that, you go to prison for it here. Understand? And we get all your personal information. And if you don't think we don't have lists like this of exactly who all of you are and where you fucking live in the state of Florida that have called the cops on us, you're smoking crack with Hunter Biden. We have extensive lists, and we know exactly who the fuck you people are, and we know exactly where you live. We know what your routines are. So if something does pop off, we know how to keep our state safe. Understand that. You stay peaceful, we stay peaceful. But we use what's called violence of action. So whatever your actions are will dictate what our violence will be. And when I say we, I've got 42,000 people I've collated with for the past 5 years between all the militias in the state of Florida. So that's what I mean when I say we. When you say, oh, the people don't support you, 42,000 do. And that's battalions of people, bro. So 42,000 motherfuckers in the state of Florida support me. My last channel had 2.4 million followers. I got hundreds of millions of views a week. So some people support the shit I say. Maybe not everybody. I don't need the whole country to support me. Do you understand that? I just need a few good select patriots to be on our side. That's it. I need a few select berserker patriots. That's all I need. Savage people. Because as you can see from the video last week, an old-ass man slept 6 of you in one sitting. 6 of you in a row. Not 6 different fights. 6 of you in a fucking row slept you on the fucking ground while you're attacking him. That was the highlight of my day. The highlight of my day was watching that video. So we're going to go to our playlist finally. Or did we do that already? Am I digressing right now? It's been a long day. I'm tired. I'm getting ready for this fucking stupid faggot protest they're having in my town that accomplishes nothing. They have it at 9 o'clock in the morning or 1 or 2 in the afternoon on Sundays and fucking Fridays when there's nobody out there. On the outskirts of town, around nothing. There's no ice facilities anywhere around here. I live in a rural fucking town, bro. If you came down here from the city, you'd be like, what the fuck is this hick-ass shit? They don't even have a fucking mall that's functional. We have a mall, but there's like 5 stores in that motherfucker now, you know, and a fucked up movie theater. So I love everything. No, this is my job. I don't put any, once I get off of here, I don't put any, I put 2 hours a day into learning the news. That's it. I don't get paid for doing this shit. This is a job, bro, that I don't even get paid for. I don't make any money off of fucking YouTube. You know, they take almost 30% of everything y'all send me. That's why I tell you, don't send me money on YouTube. If you want to give me money, go to my Rumble channel and fucking do shit on there. Or go to my fucking Cash App and send it to me. You know, I get they're letting us use their shit, but I mean, they censor way too much on here. Don't send me money on fucking YouTube. I don't give a fuck about the money, you know? So like I said in my video earlier, I got all these fucking cases of fucking shirts. I got one of them right here. All these fucking shirts in here. There's like 50 shirts in that one. But they came in, and I don't like this. I put it on, I Googled it to fact check it in real time. But they came in, and they only have the 241, but then they don't have another tag on them. To tell me, look, there's another color. Yeah, they don't have a fucking tag on them that tells me where they're from. It says they're made in America. Their website says they're made in fucking America, but But if I can't say made in USA on the fuck tag, I'm not putting anything on that shirt. You know what I mean? Unless people genuinely want the shirts, I will make you one. But if it doesn't say made in the USA on it, that's fucking $1,000. $1,000 wasted. I called them and argued with them about it, and they're like, there should be 2 tags on there. But I said, there's not. There's not. There's one that says the name of the company. So I can't use those shirts. And the refund process is 19 weeks. 19 weeks. So I have $1,000 worth of shirts I just wasted my money on. I'm not going to sell that fucking shit. You know what I mean? I don't know where the fuck it came from. So it is what it is. I just wasted all that money. I won't do that again. You know what I mean? I just won't. Fucking, these are my shirts, by the way. This is my Berserker, my trademark shirt. But we got a bunch of good shit coming out. I've got some American-made shirts, but I don't have 121 of them. I was trying to get enough stock up. I've already got 52 pre-orders on fucking my Google account, and I can't make them because, I guess I can. Everything I Googled about the shirt says it's all up. Do I have the picture in here? What is this one? Okay. See, right here it says, yes, Toltex 241 shirts made in America because they use U.S.-grown cotton and are manufactured in a single North American facility. Well, North America doesn't necessarily mean it's in America. To finish the garment, it's USMCA certified, ensuring to qualify for domestic labeling. So where's my domestic labeling? You know what I mean? This isn't what the website said when I bought the fucking shirts. So, after I do some more research on this shit, I'll be deciding if I'm going to release these shirts or not. I'm going to go ahead and make